Hey, how you doing? And it's the world famous Polo Trade Wembley, and I'd like to welcome you to my YouTube channel on YouTube. Well, well, whenever you see one of my videos, you know I'm talking about something crazy, or something thought provoking, or something funny. Okay, and today's topic is no different than anything I ever talked about before, or maybe a little bit. My topic today is on weight loss. Hey, I want to get rid of that battle of the bulge. So you want to get rid of the battle of the bulge? Okay. Well, moi served our country for 13 years honorably, and I have some expertise in the field of losing weight. Believe me or not, in my Germany days, I used to weigh 230 pounds. Now look at me, I'm looking good. So I went from 230 pounds all the way down to 163 pounds, I believe it was. Yeah, about 163 pounds. Then I went from 163 back up to 209. Okay. Then I went from 209 back down to 195, back down to 183, back down to 175, and then I kept it at 169. Okay. About 168, 169. Okay. So my entire military career, up until the point that I went to Korea and Germany, I stayed at 153, 154. Then I went up to 160, and I stayed at 160 for a little while. And then I went from 160 in springboard when I was in Korea to 167 or 173. Then I went from that to the blue. So, did you know from Labor Day to Easter, right, is the biggest time frame that you gain the most weight? Didn't know that. Well, I'm here to tell you. You want to lose weight? My suggestion to you is to increase your intake of hot tea. It don't matter what kind of hot tea it is, as long as you are increasing your intake of hot tea. It can be decaffeinated, it can be regular, it can be green tea, it can be mango, it can be peach, white tea, peppermint tea, whatever the tea that suits your pleasure. Okay? Long as you are drinking hot tea. Okay? And you gotta do it on a frequency. You just can't drink, oh, I'll drink one cup of hot tea and be done with it. No. You have to drink at least 3 or 4 cups or more, okay, of hot tea per day. What happens is, once you start increasing your intake of hot tea, it speeds your metabolism up, okay? Get that joker going, like you listen to a disco song from the 70s. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Okay. So what happens is inside the body, it just speeds your metabolism up. Okay. This is not something that I heard from Dr. Oz. This is something that I learned when I was in Korea. Okay. So you speed your metabolism up, and this is the second thing, part of it too. You gotta have some type of cardio workout once you start with your hot tea regimen. Okay. So some people will say, get on the treadmill and just run. No. What you need to do is, see, like when I was in the military, we had to get up early in the morning. We had to do PT. Okay. So during those times, from 6:30 in the morning to 7:30 in the morning, right? Inside of, I'm gonna say about 50 minutes, 45 minutes, right? Rough, give or take. You're going to either run, you're going to do some calisthenics, or you're going to walk. And I had one of those injuries where I had to walk. So what I learned from me drinking a hot tea in the morning to get me all pumped up and got my energy going, get it, get it, get it, get it, you know. So what I used to do was I used to play disco songs from the 70s. All the old funk disco music, R&B, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff from the 70s. What I used to do is I used to play that music real loud on the weekends when I clean my apartment up. And then come Monday morning or throughout the week, sometimes I would play the music and I would get the tunes in my head. So when I get out to start walking, speed walking, I got it in my head. Because they don't allow you to have like iPhone, iPods when you in the military and doing PT. No, that's a no-no. So I had to memorize these songs, the beats and stuff, and I put it in my head, and I would speed walk. And the grassy knoll, I'm gonna say the grassy knoll. Okay, we had a little track, right, on the PT field. There was a track on the outside, and you had to walk this track. So my goal every morning was to try to make at least 4 laps. Okay, if I made it around that lap 4 times, anything extra is just on me, right? But the very last lap, I try to cool you. You gotta cool your body down. Okay, so I used to come back sweaty, and everybody like, looking at me like I'm crazy. You all right? Yeah, I'm good. I just need to, calm my body down. Okay, so you have to stretch very, very good before you go out and do any type of activity. You have to stretch after your activity. Okay, very well. Okay, so what I used to do is I speed walk, do my 4 laps, burn up a little burn, get a nice little sweat on. Um, on my last lap, 5th lap usually, right, or the 6th lap usually, or sometimes if I make it to 7, I mean if I did the 7, that's outstanding. But my last lap, I try to cool down, do a cool down, like try to stretch, but do a nice little cool down. So when I go to stretch to cool off, I'm good, right? I don't have to stretch for so much. So then I would drive home, and after PT, and I would take a shower. And when I get out the shower, I would drink another 2 cups of hot tea, right? And I would eat some oatmeal, and that would hold me over until lunch. And then lunchtime, if I wanted to drink hot tea, then I would drink hot tea. But before, when I get home from the evening hours, I'll drink hot tea. So I used to drink it religiously, and what it did was it got me down from the 195 weight that I was saying earlier back down to 165, 170. And then combined with the speed walking. Okay. So that stuff really does work if you really apply it and you really say, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna beat this battle in the budget. You can do it. Okay? You can do it. If Polo Trey is telling you to drink 4 or more cups of hot tea every day, every day, every day, it works. I ain't lying to you. Look at me. I'm thin now, you know what I'm saying? But I'm to the point now is like when I eat something greasy, for example, a cheesesteak, right? Anything greasy I eat, I gotta have some hot tea to flush that stuff up out my system. Okay? So once it's gone, once I and I keep drinking it, you see what grease or hot water does to grease when you pour hot water onto a frying pan when you go to before you go to wash it. You see what happens is get that grease get up out of the way. Same thing goes with your body. That hot grease, that hot water gets that grease up out of there. So I just kind of hope that you really take this seriously with the obesity thing. Um, you gotta drink hot tea and you gotta have some type of aerobic exercise. Even if you do aerobics, I mean, for you. Some people gotta get on the treadmill. For me, I gotta get on that pavement or that hard ball, you know what I'm saying, and walk that track, to get it up off of me. So I know this is kind of a long video, but I want to explain it, what I'm saying, in hand. Just like the video I did on sleep apnea. Same thing. You gotta take care of your body. You gotta love yourself. Okay? You gotta love yourself. So I'm kind of hoping that this really touched the nerve. If you really want to do it, um, you just gotta stay motivated and dedicated, babe. Go ahead and knock it out. All right. So that's my time. Polo trades cool was the other side of the pillow. Whoa. So when you feel your pillow tonight and you see how cool it is, that's just me right there. Cool as the other side of the pillow. All right. All right. So let me get up out of here. And there's no place in this world that I'd rather be than right here on Facebook and YouTube with Daytime and you. Right on, baby. Right on. Please believe it with no exaggeration. Weight loss. Don't wait till the spring and summer and try to work it off. You could do that right now, starting today. We're going all the way. Okay? So all you gotta do is just develop and adopt a mantra and go from there. You can do it. Okay? I believe you. And this has been a Trey Wembley production and distributed by